Taking you to a live look from our Beach Island camera, and it says it all. It's in focus, out of focus, water droplets hitting, but I hear the rain is kind of moving out. I'm going to toss things over to the expert, though. First Alert meteorologist Emily Acton. How's it looking?
Well, Craig, conditions are better now than they were maybe even 10-15 minutes ago, so that's some good news. Saw lots of heavy rainfall, especially for our southern counties, but the city of Augusta saw a pretty steady, heavy downpour that lasted roughly 30 minutes that brought anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. So again, just lots of rain for our Sunday, but some places were hot, and I'll show you that in just a second. But your weather headlines, again, could see a couple more showers this evening, but I'm thinking most of that rain is out of here. Then we're going to be dry for our work week, and with that comes the warmer temperatures. We're going to go back to our normal programming, and we'll be in those middle and upper 90s for the rest of our work week. Now, looking at our current conditions, lots of rainfall, and like I said, really for our southern counties, and if you go a little bit off along the coast, they are seeing a couple of those flash flood advisories and even a couple of flash flood watches there. So again, heavy rainfall this afternoon, but things are starting to dry up, so that's the good news. But if you kind of pay attention here, the city of Augusta and places south and west saw some pretty steady heavy rainfall for over the course of roughly 30 minutes or so, and that tracked about, like I said, 2 to 3 inches. Some places locally could have seen up to 3.5 inches of rain. So very quickly, lots of heavy rainfall fell again across that area, and places even south of Waynesboro saw anywhere from 2, maybe even 3 inches. And the temperatures definitely reflect where we saw that rainfall. I mean, if you go over to Washington, 93 right now, 87 in Crawfordville. But if you go down into Waynesboro, it's 85, 75 in Barnwell. So a little bit all over the map, just depending on who saw rainfall and who hasn't. But this is a little bit slower moving. I think that most of us are done with that heavy rainfall, and once these last bit of showers move out, so we should be good for the rest of our evening and overnight. Conditions are looking pretty good for us. We'll warm up into those lower 90s for our Monday. Plenty of sunshine. Could see an isolated shower or two later on in the evening, but overall pretty decent conditions for our Monday. And then as we go into the overnight hours into the day Tuesday, could see a little bit more cloud cover, but overall not looking too bad. Now, looking at the tropics, a little bit of activity going on down to the south, really just north of South America. That has roughly a 30% chance of forming into a named storm. Definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that and see where that moves through. And we still have Tropical Storm Dawn still there. It was a hurricane yesterday, but now it has slowly started to weaken. So things are looking calm out there in the oceans. Craig, looking at the next 7 days, we're warming back up. I know you love the heat. By the end of the week and into next weekend, it's going to be hot.
Again, Emily, thanks. I'll try and be more realistic about the heat. And